everyone. I'm Brian Otten with the Greater Wausau Chamber of Commerce. I'm here to do another interview with another Small Business of the Year Award finalist. This time we're at the Achieve Center over on the west side of Wausau, visiting with Carol Wesley. And Carol, congratulations on being named a finalist.
Well, thank you.
And tell me a little bit about what it is that you do here at the Achieve Center.
At the Achieve Center, our focus is working on children and families with developmental disorders, chronic health problems, and physical challenges. We provide assessment and treatment and support for these families and children. And currently we're embarking on a brand new program which will include treatment-focused child care, where treatment is integrated throughout the child's day while they are being provided general child care and being overseen for their well-being by a nurse.
And that was exciting news, that this is a brand new sort of program that you unveiled, I think, was it in the winter or spring?
We unveiled this winter.
Okay.
And construction is going on right now, and we hope to be opening on June 27th.
Okay, great. So you were part of just so everybody out there who is watching understands, the Small Business of the Year Awards works this way. Businesses and nonprofits like yours are nominated confidentially, and that nomination then turns into an invitation from the chamber to the business to complete an application. And that application is an opportunity for you to sort of reflect on the history of the organization and take a look at all aspects of growth. You know, where did you start? Where are you now? When you went through that process and filled out that application, what did you learn about, or I guess what did you relearn about the Achieve Center that maybe you had thought about for a while?
As I went through the application process, I kind of mused over the last couple years as we went through the whole COVID pandemic experience and the impact that it had upon our business and the children and families that we serve. I was struck by the resilience of the families and the children as they navigated through that whole experience. For our children and families particularly, it was very difficult because many of the medical care services and other kinds of therapies that these children needed were limited by the difficulty with access. I was amazed at the resilience of our staff to be able to navigate the pandemic and the outcome with their families, and yet continue with the dedication to the children and families we serve here. I was amazed that we were able to rebound the way that we have, and that we are back up to speed, providing the level of care these children really deserve from us. So as I went through the whole application process, I guess there was a sense of amazement at the fact that we are here and we are functioning well, and we are continuing to serve these children and families that we really, truly, emotionally love.
That's great. I'm going to put you on the spot, Carol, and maybe you can do this, maybe not, but I'm going to ask. Is there an anecdote related to one of the children that you work with that you could share that sort of maybe best illustrates what your organization does? I mean, I know there's a lot of facets to the Achieve Center, but is there an anecdote that comes to mind? Maybe a favorite story that you like to tell?
There is one that I've told previously, but I probably have not told for a while, so maybe new. And I have permission from this family to be able to share this. And it is a story about a child, John, who was in the first grade, and he just was continuously struggling with being able to stay on task, do the work. He had difficulty following instructions. He struggled with his peer relationships, being out on the playground and trying to play ball with the other children, and he just didn't seem to be able to catch on to what the directions or the rules were going to be that day. And so he was referred for an ADHD assessment because everybody thought that it was ADHD. But as we took the history and began completing the assessment, we realized that John was actually close to being deaf. He didn't hear. So he's out on the playground playing ball, and the kids are shouting at him and trying to tell him, run to the left field. He didn't hear that.
Sure.
In the classroom, he was literally reading lips and piecing together the instructions.
Sure.
First grade. This is a first grader in this situation. And when he came here, we were able to sort that out and to figure it out and to get John to audiology where he needed to be, and to be able to receive the additional equipment necessary for him to be able to hear.
That's a great story, and that I think illustrates well the sort of success stories that I'm sure fuel you.
Yes.
Anybody that you'd like to recognize as a finalist, anybody that you'd like to recognize that has sort of contributed to the success of your organization?
One person really strongly comes to mind. That person is Dale Prawl. Dale has been on our board since the onset of our business in 2007. He has been a dedicated board member and a real trooper. I call him our board cheerleader.
Okay.
Because he always has an optimistic focus and an enthusiasm about what we do here. He is the former state president of the Autism Society of Wisconsin and is active in the Autism Society of Central Wisconsin. He works for the school district in special education, and he is a parent of now an adult with special needs. Without Dale, I think that there would be many sadder days, especially for me. He helps buoy me at times when I really need to be buoyed. And I truly am grateful for Dale being on our board and being active with us, but also for all the work he has done in our community to assist children with special needs.
That's great. What a blessing to have somebody like that on your board,
Yes.
to serve
Yeah.
your organization. Anything that you'd like to add before we wrap up, Carol?
We really are grateful to Wausau in the greater Wausau area for all the support that has been provided to us. We are here as a nonprofit providing services in the Wausau area. Nonprofits are owned by the citizens of Wisconsin. It's a trade-off. We give you ownership and you give us tax-exempt status. But we are here to serve the community, and we have greatly enjoyed the mutual relationship that we have been able to establish with all of you within the community.
Great. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
So for those of you watching, I will remind you that the Small Business of the Year Awards will be held on Tuesday, May 10th at 4 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn. We are excited about the program. It's always a great event. And if you haven't registered for your seats and would like to attend, I encourage you to visit wausauchamber.com to do that. I will be back with another finalist interview later this afternoon, 2 p.m., with the owners of WOW, the Family Entertainment Center on the river. And we will do more of these through the rest of the week. So thank you.
Thank you.